Hey guys. Okay. Okay.
Hola.
It's like 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm with Chaney in Brooklyn and I look like a freaking rat, but that's okay because we've been sleeping.
No, we haven't.
Today we've been laying down.
We're doing a story time.
We're doing 3 of them. The first one is them when they broke into an RV. The second one is me when me and my brother almost drowned in Mexico. And the third one is me and Chaney when she rolled down a hill in Evansville.
Okay, so this is literally not even like, we're not even like joking. This actually happened. Okay, so when me and Brooklyn were like third grade, literally third grade. So Brooklyn had the right idea of telling me that this RV that was really her neighbor's, that it was hers. And my brother,
So bad right
like, didn't he like pick you up?
Yeah. So I told him that it was mine, and then he was like, "Let's go in it." And I said, "No, just kidding, it's not mine." And then he didn't believe me, and then he picked me up and over his shoulder and made me go in it.
Okay, so us three, we got in it, and at some point I remember my brother leaving because in the end it was just me and her. So we literally sat in the RV for hours cleaning his RV. And okay, and then long story short, after we stayed in there for hours, we're just like, okay, this is like fun, I guess. And then we look down the road, we're just laying in his bed, in her neighbor's bed that we don't even know, in his RV that she said was hers. We see his car pulling down the road, turning in. So me and Brooklyn have the bright idea of leaving our shoes in there, opening the door and leaving it wide open.
They didn't even close the door.
We didn't even close the door. We just left it wide open. So we run into her garage, and he ran in there and he started like cussing us out. Like, it was like the scariest thing. So like we had the bright idea of him pulling down the road and us running out and leaving the door open, but him still pulling down the road and us going back in to get our shoes. So we grabbed our shoes and tried to close the door, but we didn't. And we just ran in the garage. And for some reason, we didn't even go in the house.
They just stayed in the garage, because why not?
Yeah, we didn't even shut the garage.
And then we ended up getting grounded, and he ended up forgiving us like 10 years later.
Is he still your neighbor?
No.
No, he moved.
Good, I would have burned down his RV. Take this, brother. My bed now, ho. This next one is when... Okay, so this next story time is when my brother and I went to Mexico. We went to Cancun. We were in this really nice resort. I was like 10 years old. Insert photo of me when I was 10 years old, ugly as hell. Anyway, so I still am, but like I'm better somewhat. So we were in the ocean and my mom was tanning, and at the time my stepdad, Bryce, he was like floating in the ocean. I mean like by boats. Like he was just swimming. I was like, I would never do that because I'm not trying to get eaten by a shark, you know, like not Jaws Part 3. So I didn't want to get attacked by a shark, so we were just swimming, and we had like, you know those little boards that you like hold on to and like ride the waves on? You know what I'm talking about? Not like a surfboard, but like, no, it was like a
Boogie board?
Boogie board, yeah. I remember mine had like little Hawaiian flowers and blah, almost cussed. And Heston's had like this big old like fish on it, like Nemo swimming. Okay, so we had, Heston's my brother, by the way. He was like 4. No, he was like 5. So we were swimming in the ocean, and my mom was like, Bryce, watch him, or watch us. So we were swimming, and he was like swimming away. So like,
Who was swimming away?
my stepdad, Bryce. But like, he was watching us. He was just kind of far away. So we were floating on this like thing, and the waves started taking us back and like sucking us back. And I remember there being like a flag saying like don't get in the water, but it was our last day in Mexico, so we didn't care. So we just jumped in the water, and the water, like, the waves started taking us back. And then we couldn't touch the sand anymore. And Heston and I started crying. And we were screaming, help, help. And my mom didn't hear me because she was asleep tanning on the bed. And Bryce didn't hear me because he was out swimming by the boats, trying to be like Finding Nemo or something. So my brother and I were floating away like freaking drowning with these freaking boogie boards, and he had his boogie board. I remember it being like attached to his wrist because it had like that little Velcro thing, you know, that goes around your wrist. So he had that, and I was like, Heston, let go of it. He's like, no, I freaking love Nemo. So he wouldn't let go of it, and we had to call, and his mom came out there and like rescued us. And my mom was like, I'm so sorry. It was so funny. So that's it. Heston and I didn't drown. We almost died, but we didn't. That's probably like one of the scariest moments of my life, other than like getting chased around my neighborhood by this creeper with my babysitter. That was fun. Yeah, and now we're gonna tell you, the last one is gonna be about me and Chaney. Yeah.
Okay, so this one was like 2 weeks ago. And so me and Ava were bored in the cabin. So we went upstairs and we decided, because we rented like 3 cabins, so we went up to the other
family
2.
reunion.
And Ava was listening to music, and I got bored, so I wanted to go back to the cabin. So everyone was up there.
Like, people were up at this other cabin on the deck, like, in guitars and stuff, and I'm like playing country music, and I love country music so much. So I was sitting up there.
Country boy, I love you.
Anyway, so I was the only one that wanted to come back down because I just wanted to go back down there. So everyone's up there, and all of a sudden I just was starting to run for no reason.
The hill goes like this, by the way.
I thought it would be fun to run down the hill. So as I'm running down the hill, I tripped over a stick, and there's me tumbling down the hill off of like family members I barely know, just watching me tumble down this long hill, getting scrapes down my back and arms.
It was like what you see in a cartoon. She's running, her foot like falls forward, and her shoes goes tumbling down. Like, it looked like this. So yeah, that happened, and it was actually hilarious, and I'll put some Snapchats about her scars that she had. Like, her shoulder was busted up, her arm was like all messed up.
Down a hill, I kind of rolled a little bit.
This was a really short video, but I felt like making a story time because these are kind of funny, and I don't really have many videos on my YouTube. If you don't like me, then leave me alone. Don't comment, don't subscribe, and do not watch this. And you can feel free to unadd me and unfollow me on all my social media.
Hey, I'm sorry I didn't see you there. I was too busy blocking out the haters.
But if you don't want to do that, then follow me at AVAAWILSONNN on Instagram. And don't add me on Snapchat because most people watching this already added me because, like, I'm going to put it on my Snapchat, you know. Okay. Bye.
Bye, bitch.